government has been very deliberate in our approach to the management of the economy, and there is nothing more satisfying than the fact that you get the results for the policies that you are pursuing. And everybody can see clearly that where we are today and what we are seeing with how the economy is being managed is a clear departure from what used to be the case under the previous government. And that is why we are seeing the results. People have been asking that what is the magic wand? Some others have said which particular policy have resulted in this. I agree with you that in analyzing any economy, there are several factors, global factors or external factors, maybe part the internal factors and all of that. But what is happening with the Ghana cedi today and the appreciation of the cedi against the major currencies are all due to deliberate policies of government. Because, for example, people are making the argument that the US is in a certain trade war with some other countries like China, and that is why the dollar is depreciating. But there are other currencies that are equally depreciating against the cedi. And again, even when you go to a country like Nigeria, the US dollar is still appreciating against the naira. And so it cannot be that a trade war between the United States and China seems to affect Ghana positively, but has a negative impact on Nigeria, when indeed the trade volumes between Nigeria and the United States and China are even more than the trade volumes here in Ghana. So it cannot be the external factors. But government has done three things, and I think it's important for us to look at all those three factors. The first thing is the fact that fiscal discipline. In fact, when Honorable Dr. Ato Forson was sworn in, he kept on hammering on the fact that he wanted to lead a ministry that there will be fiscal discipline. When we talk about fiscal discipline, we are talking about ensuring that you efficiently use the resources of the state. And so people have made the argument that he's not spending. What we are not doing is that we are not recklessly spending, but workers are being paid. Major projects are being catered for, all government interventions, school feeding programs. All these things are still ongoing. And so the fiscal discipline and the fact that the managers of the economy have come to the realization that we must use the resources of the state judiciously and effectively to the benefit of the good people of Ghana. And that is what is happening. The other reason is the fact that we have had an unprecedented inflow of Forex. As we speak today, in the first quarter of 2025, gold, the Forex inflow from our gold exports hit $5.2 billion. And that represents over 76% increment in the first quarter of last year. So it tells you that something significant is happening. And the magic is that the gold board is today accumulating and exporting more gold and getting in the Forex. And so the Forex inflows, because you know, Forex exchange is as a result of a demand and supply curve. Today, we have more dollars coming in because the gold export has hit 5.2 billion. And so the PMMC and now Gold Board is also partially or partly responsible for this unprecedented appreciation of the cedi against the other major currencies. And it is one of them. The other third reason is the fact that Bank of Ghana, under Dr. Johnson Esiama, has done great work in managing the monetary policy of the state. When they decided to increase the monetary policy rate by 100 basis points, some analysts criticized and thought that it wasn't sustainable, but they've been able to do it. And all these things have led to increase in investor confidence, because investors are seeing that we have a more transparent government. We have a government that is committed to providing a conducive atmosphere for businesses to thrive. We have a government that is committed to the fight against corruption. And you have a Bank of Ghana that is not on a reckless printing of currencies to inject into the economy in order to satisfy some political interest. And so management of the economy has been very effective at all these levels, right from the presidency, the kind of direction, the policy directions that the president himself has provided over the period. The finance ministry is doing extremely well. Gold Board doing a fantastic job. And the Bank of Ghana under Dr. Esiama have shown that within this short period, it is possible for us to manage the economy in such a way that the good people of Ghana will feel the impact of better economic management. Again, on a day like this, I seem to agree with Dr. Bawumia when he said that when the fundamentals of the economy are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
By the fundamentals of the economy.
What it means is that today,
talking about the structure of the economy, they haven't really changed.
No, we can talk about the structure of the economy in a different conversation. But we are talking about the fact that today the fundamentals are weak.
And critics, they say that government has to be cautiously optimistic. And of course, the finance minister is not organizing press conferences.
He's not organizing kinky parties and all of that.
You need to make sure key policies for import substitution and things like that are done.